Hello everyone, welcome to my bathroom again where I record all my videos. So I'm back today to talk about my favorite thing. I would say what I'm about to show you guys is my favorite accessory. Because there's like shoes, handbags, jewelry. I am definitely a jewelry person. And this just has been a journey. Like, I started this, ever since I was in, I want to say middle school. Like, I started really getting into like jewelry. My mom liked jewelry. She didn't really wear much, but she liked it. And then it just started getting like more and more stuff that I was into as I grew older. So today I just want to talk about some of the brands, some of the custom jewelry that I have, and then just brands that I enjoy their pieces or get like just inspiration and from them. So by that I mean, like, you'll have brands that, you know, have a big name to them, and they sometimes will charge you for something if you feel like your jeweler could do it without the big like name price. Then you could work with it, and it could be as simple as a ring, you know, like an eternity ring, and it doesn't have to have that designer name for it to be great quality. That's what I mean by that. I think I learned that over time, definitely. So why I'm sharing this, first, I know some of you asked for me to share this, and I figured instead of me posting it on Instagram and stories, or just kind of like, you know, I bet like it would be great to just put it all in one place. So I would say one of the main things I learned, and I wrote this down because I will forget, but one of the main things I learned would be like, when I first started getting into this, it was like my mom is such a like shopping person. So we would go to like Macy's and stuff like that, and we would like look at stuff, and I would want like an earring from there or a bracelet or whatever the case might be. And I never really was interested in asking, like, what is the color of your diamond? What is the clarity of your diamonds? Are you using 14K gold, 18K? You know, I kind of just saw it. It was pretty, it shined, and I was like, I want it. And as I grew older and I started really looking and appreciating jewelry like as an art piece rather than just jewelry, I am more well informed. I'm still not the best. I'm not a jeweler. But I would say that if I'm buying jewelry, I do ask better questions now, especially when the price is not very cheap. You have to be very informed in your stuff. So one of the things I would want to share for you guys, if you guys are interested in buying jewelry, is just make sure you talk to whoever's making it for you. If it's either a custom piece or it's a big brand name, just ask them what color your diamonds are, what clarity they are. And by that I mean, like, it's like color is just how they look. Like, in some of them, I don't know if you noticed, they look kind of like yellowish. That probably has not the best color. And then clarity is just to the eye, how many inclusions it has, kind of like, I don't know how to explain that. Just do more research about that. And then obviously the cut of them is important. When it becomes like a bigger diamond, it's more important, I would say, personally. And then just always ask if it's a big stone. If you're buying, like, let's say an engagement ring, make sure that they're not being enhanced to make them look like prettier, because then it's not very natural. Yeah, and I would say those are the bits and things I would want to say about that. So I guess now I'll just show you, and I'll just talk about some of the pieces that I have. These are just pieces that aren't like really big name brands. That I think I have maybe a small thing, but most of them aren't very big name brands. And one of the things I recently learned also is if you have a piece that has a lot of little tiny diamonds on it, but it has a lot of gold, gold is more valuable if you ever plan on reselling, unless it is a big name brand. Like, well, Cartier, I was gonna say the Cartier bracelet, but the Cartier bracelet also is just gold. I don't have a good example right now, but if you, I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. I'll explain a little bit more about that. So I'm not gonna show any big name brand stuff because this is not what this video is about. I do have like other jewelry which is not gonna be included in this, and I would say one of the pieces that never loses its resale value is a Cartier piece, and like Van Cleef and like Tiffany and all those stuff. If you want to ever resell it, you could get a pretty good price for it, like in terms of if you ever were interested in reselling it because of the name. So I have a couple Cartier pieces, Van Cleef, and I think those are just not the pieces that I'm showing. But what I am going to be showing is pieces or brands that I've worked with over an extensive time. One of the companies I'm going to name is going to be the one that has been doing more of my bigger pieces, and I'm going to start off with them. And then if you're interested, you could reach out to them and see how much like specific pieces for you. They are based in Canada. Their company name is Meyer Fine Jewelry. So let's start with them because they're just I have more pieces with. So let's see. I forgot. Some of them I have in my little like catch-all trinket thing. Some of them I have in my jewelry. My catch-all though is so pretty. Look how pretty it is. Can you see it? It's like a rainbow. And then this is my little jewelry box, which is by Jonathan Adler, and it's so pretty. So this is the one, see, it's just a pink thing, but this is Jonathan Adler. So first we're gonna start off by showing you one of the pieces that they did, and I'll tell you. So I first saw this from an influencer. She was wearing it, but she wasn't wearing hers was like a fashion jewelry. It wasn't real gold and real diamonds. And if I'm spending money, you'll see I don't have a lot of pieces, but I feel like it's just quality over quantity. I rather just have a small selection rather than a big thing, and it just bothers my skin. It's just not for me, so I don't do that. But here, so I'm going to bring my phone closer so then that way we could talk more about that stuff. And I guess we'll just I'll just bring it closer and we'll do that. So this is a piece which you could probably, there we go. So this is my L, and these little guys, these little round diamonds, I believe are 15 pointers each. So it's like 15 points of 1 carat. And I think there's like, I don't know how many there is in here, but so then it would add up to like, let's say a carat or whatever the case might be. But so this I got from the influencer, then I later found out it wasn't like real. And then I asked my jeweler to make this for me, and he made it. And then I found out it was actually an inspiration from Jennifer Meyer, or Jennifer Fisher, I think it is. So you could get this from Jennifer Fisher, or you could ask your jeweler if you trust them to make this for you. The Jennifer Fisher one is definitely more pricey. but this ended up turning out great, and I've been having it for a while. So I usually put it like in this thing, and I sew a pearl for my birthstone, and then I have a C little charm with, in the back is with my my anniversary with me and my boyfriend. Well, he's not my boyfriend. He's my fiance. So yes, so this is that. So that's from Isaac. So we have one piece from Isaac here, and then I'll show you another piece from Isaac. Is this band I got. This Justice, my fiance's name, gave me this. So this is, can you see it? So this is my band that I wear on my ring finger, and this is an oval cut. I love yellow gold jewelry, so this is my oval cut. These I think are, I don't know how many pointers are exactly, but I know in total is like 6 carats. When you add each of them, it'll be 6 carats. So I wear this in my ring finger. So this is also by Isaac. Another thing Isaac made for me is, I was actually wearing this, but I took it off so it could be easier to show you guys, is this tennis. This will be hard to show, I feel like. This tennis necklace. And we customized it in terms of like the length that I wanted it to sit at and all that stuff. I didn't really want like a choker, but I wanted something to be like sitting a little like more on like lower than like a bit too tight, because I feel like I have like, I don't know, I have a big face, so it's like I don't want something to be super close to me. So this, let's put it back on because I was actually wearing this. So again, these are just pieces that I asked him to make for me, which he didn't have on his site, but he was able to like make them for me and customize them for me. Let's see other things okay, so for example, I also got these like hoop earrings. These are also, I know the brand Jennifer Fisher, I believe it is the one that I told you about, the L charm. She has these also. Similar, not like the same, because these are just like little clips like that, and I think the ones from Jennifer Fisher could be a little different, but these are just things that I just bought from his site. He didn't make this for me. These are not custom. He could just make them. Oh, also they're not, another thing you should know, some jewelry is hollow and some is solid, so these are hollow, so again, it uses less gold, so it's not as pricey. Okay, another piece from Isaac is this Cancer charm, and I had him put little diamonds around it, so it could just be, it's pretty tiny. I would have wanted it to be a bit bigger, but it is what it is. So he has this on his site. I just had him, again, just add the little things on the side. So that's one. God, I have a lot of pieces from him. He does like a lot of pieces for me. Let's see. I want to show you one more thing that I got from him, if I could find it, but I don't think I can. So, oh wait, is it this? Yeah, it is. Okay, so another thing I got from him is this little L love charm. You could just see it just says love. Okay, and then we have this little, this is really small. It was supposed to be for like my 3rd hole for my ear, and it's a little heart. You probably won't even be able to tell, but it's a little stud. So you just, so again, he made this for me. This is pretty cool. I wish you could see. It doesn't really focus. Let's see. You can't tell. Okay, so it's a little tiny heart, and it's a diamond shaped tiny little heart. So again, these are all from Isaac. And that just goes to show, so I showed you more of my custom pieces from him, and then I showed you more of my I guess like stuff that you could just get from him. I'm missing one thing. Oh, it's right here. So this is actually my most recent piece from him, and I think this is one of my favorite jewelry pieces, which he has to fix actually, because when he mailed it to me, some of the I guess some of the diamonds fell out, little tiny diamonds, and this is the piece that I was actually referring back to. So for example, for this piece, it has so many little tiny diamonds, but if I were to just go and want to sell this, the diamonds would be like worthless because they really can't do much with them. What is the value of this is how, because it's solid gold, then that they can melt and reuse it, whatever the case might be. But this is my most recent piece, and this is one of my favorite pieces right now. I just wear this with my evil eye bracelet, and that's usually what I do. But this is this is the Miami Cuban pave bracelet. So that's usually what I wear with these little beaded little guys that I got from Saks. So that goes to show I don't always get stuff from like jewelers. I could get some little stuff from like Saks, or it just depends what the item is really. Like I'm not gonna get a Miami Cuban from Saks by Saks. Like not don't get me wrong, Saks and like Saks carries like good brands. That doesn't mean that I won't get them. It just means that I won't get like the brand Saks, if that makes sense, because I feel like I'm just rambling. But yeah, okay, let's move it along because I don't want this video to be completely long. Okay, the next stuff I want to talk about is my evil eye bracelet. These are brands that aren't very mainstream, so I thought I should just share them. And again, I wear this with my bracelet. So this is by Maison Tabbah. I got this sourced by a jeweler in California, because when I saw this also from an influencer, and she sells it also, but because she has like her own jewelry store. She's from Oman, I think it is, but I found this from a jewelry store in California. He's an authorized retailer, so I just reached out to him and he was able to get it for me, because Saks wasn't, even though they're also an authorized retailer, it just wasn't working out with them. So I reached out to him and he was able to get it like quickly actually. So that was that. Okay, I'll just put this on after. By the way, I use sometimes this little tool that I got off Amazon to help me like clip my bracelets. It's pretty useful sometimes it doesn't work though, so whatever. Next thing that I want to share, another jeweler in New York City. Well, I don't think I've mentioned a jeweler in New York City. One jeweler in New York City, the company's name is ID Jewelry. They're great. I've only ever gotten one piece from them though, which is me and Denise have the same one. I think she got it in silver. She's more of a silver person. I'm more of like yellow gold. So she's more of a white gold, sorry. And it's this little guy. See, it has like a little cut and it's an oval one too. So sometimes I'll just wear this in my pointer finger. So Isaac, Canada, ID Jewelry, New York City. So if you want something more local, you can go and visit them and ask them to do you some custom pieces. So be aware, some jewelers, even though they're just like, they don't do all custom pieces, they're not comfortable doing, like, they might not want to do a Miami Cuban if they're really just focused on engagement rings, if that makes sense, or just rings. So you have to just do your search and ask them a bunch of questions. Another company I want to share is this guy. Oh, I forgot to say, Isaac also did this earring that I wear like literally every day, and I forgot to show it. It's this hoop, but it's this little hoop, but it's an oval hoop. Let me see. It's an, I mean, yeah, like that. And inside of it has like diamonds inside the earring. And I wear this like literally every day. I never ever take this off. So I took this all off because I wanted it to be easy just to show you guys. But I don't really take this off. But I have a lot of like brands to show. I didn't realize. So I'm just gonna quickly move through this because this is okay. This is the piece I wanted to show you guys. Anita Ko, the paper clip earring, which I love, and I got the smaller version because the big one, it just didn't fit my ear. But this is the little guy, and it's these little tiny diamonds. But you can get a bigger one, and this is how small the small one is. I just wear it in my ear, and I thought I should share this because I do have a bigger version, and I literally wear this every single day. There's jewelry, earrings and stuff that I wear every single day. So it's like this little guy that I just showed you, the oval, the paper clip, and then these hoops by a brand from France called Jewlery. You could also check them out. They're really good. The price for these were probably not the best price. You could probably get these earrings from a jeweler for way less because they're just a simple hoop with little diamonds. But I just ended up getting it with them because I had a credit that I had to use, so that was that. And then the last thing I want to show you is if you want to go completely local to another jeweler, there's 2 jewelers that you could work with and ask them questions. Both of them actually are in Larchmont. One of them, I don't have a specific anything from him, but he's just super cool, super down to earth. And their company's name is Magnifique on Chatsworth, right? Yes, I think it's Chatsworth. And then there's also Rubino Jewelers, and they are, I think, on Addison or something like that. And they actually I've purchased something from them. So they made me this like hand chain, which I think some of you have seen me wear. Like, you know, they made this for me. And then I got this diamond cut. That's the name of it. It's not actually diamonds, but they kind of like shine, you see. Just a chain. You could get it from him too. And when I got that, he had it, when I got the chain, he had it like hanging, and it had this like the can, you know, but this is actual gold, and I thought it was so cool. So I have this, but this is real gold. Though I don't often wear it now, but I think like I have some fun pieces. Yeah, but I think that's pretty much it. But I just wanted to share one brand that you can get those like charms, those like disc ones that I showed you with the C. They're from Helen Ficalora in the city. She has cool charms, and I think that's it. Yeah, so that's just some of my jewelry. I have other little pieces, but I figured I'll show you some of my jewelry that I have custom, and then jewelry that I just wear on the regular day basis, like pretty much all the time. And I thought it'd be fun to share. Last thing I want to share is this cool piece that I recently got from Mejuri. It was my first time shopping with them, and it's a chain earring. It comes in 2, but I lost the other, so, or when I got it, it didn't really come with it like this. But this is the piece, and yeah, so we have Mejuri, Isaac, Rubino, Magnifique, Helena, Anita Ko. There's so many jewelry brands you could take a look. But I definitely recommend, so you have someone where it's far away, they're in Canada, then you have close in the city, then you have really close if you're from Westchester, jewelers that you can go in and talk to them. If you want to just look, and I like learning about like other brands and stuff, I recently went into a place, they're a jewelry store, but they sell other brands, and it's called Broken Fine Jewelry, I think, or Broken English Fine Jewelry or something like that. And that store was so like, I wanted to work there. Like, I want to be there every single day. Like, it was just great. I don't know, I just love jewelry. So that's me. Yeah, but if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. Be more than glad to answer any questions. I'm getting a phone call. So yes, thank you for watching, if you watched all the way through here, because this is a very long video. I didn't realize I was gonna talk for this long. So thank you so much, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.